start. The first question, Edward Jenner was a doctor who lived a long time ago. Jenner noticed that people who suffered from a disease called chicken pox did not catch the smallpox. By the way, cowpox and the smallpox are diseases caused by a virus. Smallpox is a disease that can kill people. And this is a picture of Edward Jenner, the scientist. What do we call it when someone notices something important like this? Take one box. This question for you, Mr. Shihab. Shihab, please raise your hand. Shihab. Shihab, raise your hand. Az. Okay, Az. Az. Shihab or Az. طب إياد. إياد. Az.
Yes, mister. Yes, mister.
Who's talking? Az or
Me,
or Iyad? Yes, Iyad. And answer this question. Huh?
What do we call it sometimes?
When someone notices something important like this, this is called an observation, an effect, an investigation, a measurement. The correct answer will be
an investigation.
type. Investigation should should have a steps. Yeah, Iyad.
Yeah.
In the investigation, we have a question and we have a prediction and we have experiment or test and so on. Okay, did he do all these or we just notice something?
Notice something.
Okay, when someone notices something, huh?
An observation.
Yes, an observation. So the first answer, the answer for this question, an observation, the first one. Second question for you, Iyad, because you were absent yesterday. You were absent last session. Jenner carried out a test. He used a cow box to see if it could stop people catching smallpox. He carried out his test on several people. Why did Jenner carry out his test on several people instead of on just one person? Why did he repeat the test on several people instead of just one person?
To make the test fair?
No, to make test fair, you have to change just one variable that you are going to test it and keep the other factors the same. This is how can you make your test fair. We are talking about the repetition of the repeating the test more than one time on different people. Why do we need to repeat the test more than one time on different samples on different people?
I don't know.
طيب, do you know thank you Iyad. Do you know Yaz the answer? Az, do you know the answer? Thank you, Iyad. Az, do you know the answer? Az, do you know the answer? Az, do you have a problem in your mic? طيب, Shihab. Shihab, please raise your hand. Shihab. Shahab?
Yes, miss.
The answer will be, ya Shahab,
To make sure about the result.
to be sure about the result or to make the result more reliable, okay? To be sure about the result. When someone repeats the test on several people, several samples, to be sure about his results, okay? But the next question for you, Yashab, read the question.
Okay. A microorganism causes a small pox. Why do scientists wear masks and gloves when they work with microorganisms? To protect him, to protect them, and don't allow the microorganism to uh,
Cause the disease, okay?
yes.
Okay, to protect them from the infection with some diseases that is transferred by the that are transferred by the microorganisms. Okay, but the answer will be again Yashab, to protect them against the
Microorganism.
against the diseases that are caused by the microorganisms. Thank you, Yashab. The next question for you, yeah, Az. Az. طيب عمر احمد عبد القادر. Thank you, Yashab. Omar Ahmed Abdel Qadir. Please, Ihab, put your hand down. Please, Ihab, put your hand down. Omar Ahmed Abdel Qadir, the next question for you. There are many types of microorganisms. Some can help to prevent or cure diseases. Describe one different way in which microorganisms can be helpful.
Making bread.
In making bread. Making bread. What type of microorganisms are used in making bread? Fungi, bacteria, or virus?
Fungi.
Fungi. Can you give me another uses for the microorganisms? You said some
Yogurt.
fungi, which is the yeast fungus, is used in making bread. Can you mention another type of microorganism?
Making
Another
yogurt.
helpful microorganism?
Bacteria.
Bacteria. Huh. We use some bacteria in making
Yogurt.
yogurt and cheese. Thank you, Omar. The next question for you. Thank you, Omar. This question for you, yeah, Mr.
Sir.
Who's talking?
Me,
Az?
Az.
Yes, this question
Can you
for
hear
you,
me?
Az. Huh?
Okay.
Here we have a house, and we have in the picture solar cell, wind turbine, and petrol generator. Here is the method and the energy resources. The first one, solar cell.
Solar cell, air movement. Sunlight, I mean.
Yes, solar cells works with sunlight. So match, all of you match between the solar cells and the sunlight. The second one is
Okay.
petrol generator.
Petrol generator. Air movement.
This is a petrol generator. This is a petrol generator. Do you think it
Sorry,
works with
sorry.
wind movement?
Sorry, sorry, I wrote it wrong.
Huh?
Heat, I think.
Heat? Are you sure?
No chemicals.
The petrol or the fuel stores which energy? Stores heat energy or stores chemical energy?
Chemical, mister. Sorry.
Chemical. So the first one, solar cells with sunlight. The second one, petrol generator with chemical. The next question for you, Yaz. The solar cells cannot work at night. Give a reason for this.
Because the sun, because the sunlight isn't isn't here because it's night time.
Okay, because there is no sunlight or the sunlight disappear at night.
Sun.
Okay. The next question: the wind turbine cannot generate electricity all the time. Give reason for this. This question for you. Thank you, Az. Thank you, Az.
Mister, I
Huh.
don't know actually this. The wind cannot generate electricity all the time. I don't know this.
Okay, I give this question for another student. Thank you for answering the previous
Okay.
questions. Thank you, Az. Please put your hands down. This question for this question for I need a new student. Renad Walid. Renad Walid.
Yes.
Huh. Please, Shihab, Iyad, and Az, and all the students who answered, please put your hands down. Renad Walid,
Yes.
answer this question. The wind turbine, this device cannot work all the time or cannot generate electricity all the time. Give reason for this, Renad.
Because the wind turbine this can produce the electricity it gives to it. يعني.
I'm sorry, Renad, I couldn't hear you correctly or clearly. Please repeat your answer.
Because Master, this it can work all the time because at night there's no sunlight to give it energy.
No. We are not talking about the sunlight. This question is answered by Az. We are talking about the second part. The wind turbine cannot generate electricity all the time. Give the reason for this.
The wind
This is the wind turbine. Huh. It cannot produce electricity all the time. Can you think about reason for this? Renad.
but
Renad.
yes.
Do you think the speed of wind constant or changeable?
لا يا مستر عشان يعني ما انا قلت
In English, Renad, please.
I said that
And
يعني
really, I couldn't hear you. Your sound is not clear.
okay at day and night the wind is changeable.
I'm sorry, Renad, repeat your answer.
Mister, in the day and the night the wind is changeable.
Okay, so the answer will be, Renad, because the wind movement, sometimes there is no wind. Okay, sometimes there is no wind movement. So this device will not work. If there is no wind movement, this device will not work. And the speed of the wind is changeable. Okay, sometimes fast, sometimes there is no wind movement. So this device will not work all the time.
Okay.
Okay, answer the next question, Yarined. In this table, we have different properties, okay, about solid, liquid, and gas. We have to take the correct box in front of each property. The first one is already answered. Keeps its own shape, which is the solid only. The liquid has indefinite shape. Gas has indefinite shape. Let's go to the next part. By the way, you can take more than one box.
Okay.
Flows easily through the pipe.
A pipe, liquid,
Liquid,
and gas,
gas. So in this property, we have to take in front of liquid and also in front of gas. Okay. Then the third property, Renad.
Can make rigid or stiff structure solid.
Solid. Okay. Do you think liquid and gas, they do the same?
No.
Okay, so in the third property, we have to take in front of solid only. The fourth property,
Can be squashed into a much smaller volume. Solid.
solid can squashed into a smaller volume. Squashed into a smaller volume, it means you can mix its volume smaller, or it has indefinite volume. Solids have indefinite volume.
No, I thought that it can be broken.
No. It can squash into a smaller volume. It means you can decrease its volume, make it smaller in volume, or you
Okay,
can compress its volume. Solids can be compressed into smaller volume.
no.
Type. Liquid can be compressed into smaller volume. Yani, for example, you can get the water
Yes.
from the piscine and put it all in a smaller cup. You can
Mister,
take all water from the piscine or the swimming pool. You can put
no.
all the amount of water in the smaller in the piscine in a smaller cup.
No.
So liquids have indefinite volume.
No.
Huh?
It
Which
will be gas.
matter can be compressed into smaller volume?
Gas.
Gas. So in the fourth property, we have to take in front of gas only. Okay, the last one, Yarinad.
Liquid and gas. Take
The
the
last
shape
one
of
takes the shape of the container into
it.
which is hot. The last property, huh?
Liquid and gas.
Liquid and gas, because they have indefinite shape.
Okay.
Thank you, Renad. Wonderful. Thank you, Renad. Please put your hands down. Omar. Omar Ibrahim. Omar Ibrahim. Omar Ibrahim. Omar Ibrahim. Omar Ibrahim. Omar Ibrahim. Fairuz.
Yes, yeah, mister.
Answer this question, Fairuz, huh? Letter A represents rainfall. Water changes into water vapor. Water vapor changes into water, or water flows into lakes and seas. Letter A, in the diagram in front of you, huh? This arrow represents what?
Represents the I know the cloud.
Letter A represents what from these sentences?
Rainfalls.
Rain falls, or water changes into water vapor, or water vapor changes into water, or water flows into lakes and seas. Letter A, huh? In front of you, this is a lake, and there is something comes out from the lake. Huh? Rain falls, water changes into water vapor changes into water flows into lakes and seas.
Number
Yes.
1, water vapor changes into water.
Water vapor changes into water. Water vapor changes into water. Do you think that? The water cycle.
No.
The water cycle يا فيروز. طيب, do you know the answer?
ممكن تنزل شوية.
ها فيروز ايه؟
Water changes into water vapor.
Yes, wonderful. A, water changes into water vapor. طيب ها. B.
We
So number 1, A, water changes into water vapor. ها. B.
rain falls.
Do you think this one represents
No.
the rain falls?
لا sorry.
When the rain falls, it falls on the ground, not upward. Do you think B represents that?
No.
There is something raises in the sky. First one, water vapor. I'm sorry, water changes into water vapor. B will be.
Water vapor changes into water.
So water vapor changes into water. A, water changes into water vapor. B, water vapor changes into water.
You
And
see?
C, something falls from the sky.
Yes, mister.
Rain falls.
C, rain falls. Okay, and the last one.
D, water flows into lakes and or seas.
Okay, bravo يا فيروز. Thank you يا فيروز. Please يا فيروز, put your hands down.
Yeah, mister.
Omar.
Yes, mister.
Omar.
Yes, mister.
Omar, the next question, huh? This one, this structure. Question 1, label the components of the plant cell. In front of you, a plant cell. Label the components of the plant cell. The very structure, something from outside the plant, surrounds the plant cell from the outside.
Is cell wall.
So this one, cell wall, wonderful, ya Omar. The second one, this structure.
One second, mister, I'm thinking.
Omar, I couldn't hear you clearly. Raise your voice.
Okay. Vacuum.
Yes, wonderful, vacuole. Okay, and the third one, something surrounds the plant cell from inside.
Cell membrane.
Cell membrane. Okay, so number 1, cell wall. Number 2, vacuole. And number 3,
membrane. And number 4, nucleus.
Number 3 first.
Number 3, cell membrane.
Cell membrane. Okay. Question number 2, which part of the plant cell passes on information to the new cell? This question, the answer will be the nucleus. Okay. Go to question number 3, Omar.
Okay.
Second question, the answer will be the nucleus. The nucleus contains something called DNA, carries the genetic materials of the living organism. This is this DNA exists inside the nucleus. Okay. So question number 2, the answer will be the nucleus. Go to question number 3, Omar.
Which part of plant cell absorb the energy from the sun to make the photosynthesis?
process? Chloroplast?
The chloroplast, wonderful. The chloroplast, these green structures, this one and this one and this one and also this one represent the chloroplast. So the answer of question number 3 will be the chloroplast. Thank you, Omar. Please put your hands down. Ahmed Ismail. Ahmed Ismail.
Yes.
The following question. Air is a mixture of gases. The pie chart represents the percentage of different gases in air. On the line by each section of the pie chart, write the name of the correct gas. Tick to have been done for you. Okay. This section, the gas represents about 20% of the air volume.
It's oxygen.
Oxygen, wonderful. And the second one represents
nitrogen.
the most abundant gas.
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen. So in front of 20%, we have to write oxygen, and in front of 78%, we have to write nitrogen. Go to the next question, ya Ahmed.
One side of the triangle has not been filled in. What should it read?
This element in the fire triangle is not filled. We have a missing side of the fire triangle.
Heat.
Is it? The heat, wonderful. So this element or this side of the fire triangle, we have to write heat. Okay, go to the next question, Ahmed. What is the effect of removing any of 3 quantities shown in the triangle?
It will not fire.
It will not make a fire, or the burning process or the combustion process will stop. Okay, thank you, Ahmed. The next question for Yahya. Yahya, you didn't answer the last time. Yahya.
Yes, mister.
Hi, Yahya. This question, you have to match between each picture and the description. The first one, red blood cell.
Okay, 1 minute.
Defend the body against the viruses and the other microbes. Carry oxygen gas to all the body parts. Transfer messages, impulses from the brain to other body parts. The building unit of the plant cell. The building unit of the animal's body. Red blood cells.
Okay. Red blood
With,
carry oxygen gas to all body parts.
yes, red blood cells carry oxygen gas to all body parts. The second one, ya Yahya, white blood cells.
Okay, 1 minute. The white blood cells. Mister, defend the body against viruses and other microbes.
Yes, wonderful, Yahya. Defend the body against viruses and other microbes. So number 1, red blood cell takes this description, carry oxygen gas to all body parts, and white blood cells defend the body against the viruses and other microbes. Go to the third page, the third picture, animal cell.
النهاردة صح؟
animal cell the building unit of animal's body.
Bravo. Animal cell, the building unit of an animal's body. And the last one, nerve cell of neuron.
Transfer messages from the brain to other body parts.
Yes, and the last one, nerve cells transfer messages or impulses from the brain to the other body parts. طيب, the last description, Yahya, can you tell me which cell takes the building unit of the plant cell? Of course, it's not mentioned in the first column.
Yeah, the plant cell.
The plant cell, yes, the building unit of the plant body, the plant cell, and is not mentioned in the first column. Thank you, Yahya. Please put your hands down, Yahya. Hamza, I think you didn't answer the last session.
Mister?
Yes, Hamza.
Yes.
And after Hamza, Hannah Khalid.
Answer question 8.
Hamza, then Hannah Khalid, then ماشي هايا.
I will answer question A, Mister.
Yes, question A, class 6 are investigating how long it takes heat to travel along roads made from different materials. What scientific name is given to materials that allow heat to travel along them?
Heat conductor.
Heat conductors. Go to next question. Class 6, push a paper clip into some wax. Then they attach the wax to the road. And this is the structure, or this is a diagram of the experiment. Here we have road. Each time we change the road made from different material, and here we have a candle as a source of heat energy to investigate the transformation of heat from this part to the end of the road. Okay, here we have wax. When the heat passes through the road, okay, the wax will melt, and then the paper clip will fall down. The candle heats up the road. The heat travels along the road to the wax. When the wax melts, the paper clip falls off. Class 6 measure the time it takes for the paper clip to fall off. What force causes the paper clip to fall into the tray? This question for you, Yahya. Haya?
ثانية. Yes, Mister.
Haya?
Yes, Mister.
Thank you, Hamza. Haya?
Yes, Mister.
Please, Hamza, put your hands down. Haya, answer this question.
What force causes the paper clip to fall into the tray?
Yeah.
1 minute.
Then Marwan Ahmed Sharif after Hannah Khalid.
Mister.
Haya.
I don't know, Mister.
Again, Yahya. The paper clip, when the wax melts, the paper clip falls down. What force causes the paper clip to fall down? Which force causes anything to fall down on the earth? Haya.
The gravity, Mister.
The gravity, wonderful. The gravity. the force that causes everything to fall down, which is the gravity. Thank you, Haya. Hannah Khalid. Hannah
Yes, yes,
Khalid.
yes.
In this table, fill the missing heading on the table of the results.
Material.
The material name or the type of material. Okay. The next question for Marwan Ahmed Sharif. Marwan Ahmed Sharif. Marwan Ahmed Sharif, you were absent yesterday, last session.
Yes. Yes.
Marwan
Yes.
Ahmed Sharif.
Yes, mister. Yes.
Hey, Marwan.
The heat traveled along the roads at different speeds. Put the materials in order to show how the heat traveled along one copper.
Write covered glass or steel in each box. Heat traveled slowly and here heat traveled quickly.
Slowly, glass.
Glass, okay, because according
Because
to
it's
the results in the table. Because it
What?
takes
because it's heat insulator.
okay, but according to the results, I want explanation according to the results in the table. Glass is the heat travels slowly along the road in the
Because it has
glass
the most seconds. It has the most seconds.
because it takes longer time or shorter time.
Longer.
Because the heat takes 280 seconds, which is longer time than the other road. So the first one glass, the second one
Steel.
steel, and the
Copper.
last one, the material that heat traveled quickly along it,
Copper.
the copper. Okay, so the first one glass, second one steel, third one copper. Muhammad. Muhammad. Muhammad Ahmed Sharif. Muhammad Ahmed Sharif. Both you were absent the last session. Muhammad, can you hear me?
I
Muhammad,
will answer understand because you didn't unmute me.
I'm sorry.
You
Raise your
didn't
voice.
unmute me.
Muhammad,
Yes, mister. Yes.
okay. How could class 6 make sure their results are reliable?
Do it again. Do the test again.
By repeat the test again, okay, or more than one time. Wonderful, Muhammad. Thank you, Muhammad. Thank you, Marwan. Please put your hands down. Question F. This question for I need another student. The student shouldn't answer or he didn't answer before. Okay, Abdurrahman Hamada.
Yes, yes,
Abdurrahman
miss.
Hamada. Write true or false next to each statement about class 6 investigation.
Okay.
The heat traveled quicker along the metal roads than along the glass road. True or false?
True.
True. The next question, the one variable class 6 changed was the time it took for the paper clip to fall off. True or false?
True.
True. The one variable class 6 changed was the
No.
time.
False. False.
False, because the variable that they changed was the type of material, and they measured the time. The independent factor was the type of material, and the dependent factor or the measured factor was the time. Question number 3. The one variable class 6 measured was the temperature of each rod. According to the table, the results of the table, they choose to measure the time or they choose to measure the temperature as an evidence for the for which material is best heat conductor. True or false يا عبد الرحمن؟
True.
Look at the results again. Here's the first column, the type of material. Here, they choose to measure the time or they measured the temperature.
Okay, it's false.
False, because they measured the time for the paper clip, the time taken by the paper clip to fall down. They didn't measure the temperature at all.
Okay.
Thank you, Abdurrahman. Please mute yourself. This question for طيب عمر حسن. عمر حسن.
Yes, yes.
Omar, in this question, the graph shows the temperature of pure water as it's heated from a solid to its boiling point. So,
Okay.
this graph represents a solid.
أيوة.
Changes to its boiling point. First question, fill the box on the diagram with the temperature of the melting point and the boiling point of the water. Here, okay, the temperature in this axis, in the vertical axis, here we have a temperature in Celsius degree, and here we have the time in minutes. This temperature will be
the melting master هتبقى 0
Celsius degree, because we talk about the water.
Ice.
And yes, this is the solid state, and here at this time
in the boiling master
ice
100
starts to melt or it changes into water. So here 0 and
in the boiling 100.
100. Okay. طيب. Can you describe, ya Omar,
Okay, what?
why the temperature doesn't increase at this point and in this point?
Because when the
Start with this one.
okay, because when يعني مثلا لما تكون melting
In
point
English, Omar.
master,
In English, Omar.
when the water in the melting point it can take more temperature.
Yes, Omar. The temperature during the melting and also during the boiling, the temperature will not increase until all the pieces of ice it changes into water. So when we reach to the melting point, the temperature doesn't change, okay, until all ice change into water. And the same for the boiling point. When we reach to the boiling point, the temperature doesn't change or remains at 100 until all water changes into water vapor.
Yes.
Thank you, Omar. Next question for Mustafa. Next question for Mustafa. Then Mustafa, then
Mister, what is the answer for number B?
The answer for number B, we didn't answer number B. This number B, Mustafa is going to answer this question. Mustafa, please raise your hand. I couldn't see you.
The
After Mustafa, Ihab, then Yusuf Ishaq.
answer for the question, the water has heated.
Question A, the first one 0 Celsius degree, the second one 100 Celsius degree. Mustafa, please raise your hand. Mustafa? Mustafa?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
Question B.
Question B. The water was heated in a beaker. As the water boils, the volume of the water decreases. Why? Because the water it changes into water vapor. So the
Bravo,
water
Ali.
decreases.
Okay, bravo, because amount of water changes into water vapor, so the volume of water decreases. Okay, question C, Yusuf Ishaq. Yusuf Ishaq.
Mister, again.
Who said again?
Me, Abdurrahman.
Again, ya Abdurrahman. Mustafa, repeat the answer again.
Okay, master. I'm going to repeat it. The water boil decreases. Why? Because it changes into water vapor, so the volume of the water decreases.
Because the water changes into water vapor, so a volume of water or an amount of water it changes into water vapor. This is how the volume of the water decreases. Okay, did you hear the answer, ya Abdurrahman?
Yes.
Okay, question
Thank
C, Yusuf Ishaq. Question C, Yusuf Ishaq. Yusuf Ishaq.
What happens to the temperature when the water is boiling? Increases.
What happens to the temperature when the water is boiling? You choose.
It will decrease.
Look at the graph again. When the water, what happens to the temperature? When the water is boiling, during the boiling, what happens to the temperature in front of you? According to the diagram or according to the graph in front of you?
It will be the same. According
It will
to
be the same, okay?
It will be the same.
It will be the same because the temperature doesn't change until all water changes into water vapor. And also the same when when the ice melts, the temperature stays the same at 0 until all the ice changes into water. Thank you, Yusuf. Ihab.
Yes, mister. Yes, mister.
The volume of the first cube, the first cube,
It will be 6 cubic centimeters.
How did you get it?
You multiply the height by the width by the length by the height.
Okay, we have to choose this low volume of regular shapes or irregular shapes in front of you. This cube,
No.
regular or irregular?
No, regular.
Regular. So, in regular shapes, we have to choose this low to get the volume. The volume will be length times width times
width times height.
So 2 times 2 equal
4
times 2 equal.
No, I make it 2 times 3.
No, this one 2 and this one 2 and this one 2.
Okay. So it will be 8.
It will be 8. The length 2, the width 2, the height 2. So 2 times 2 equal 4. 4 times 2 equal 8.
Yeah, I made 2 times 3. So okay, so it will be
No,
8.
it's wrong. It's wrong.
It will
It's
be
wrong.
8.
You have to multiply the value of length with the value of width, then multiply them with the value of the height. So 2 equal 2, 2 times 2 equal 4, then
Times
4
2
times
equal
2 equal 8.
It will
8.
be
What is the measuring unit?
cubic centimeter. The
Cubic
measure
centimeter. cm centimeter at power 3.
number 3.
cm3. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
cm3 or cubic centimeter or centimeter at power 3.
Okay.
Go to the next one.
Answer it?
Yes,
Answer
please.
it? Okay. 6 times 2, 12. 12 times 2, 24. 24 cubic centimeter.
24 cubic centimeter. 6 times 2 equals 12. Then 12 times 2 equal 24. So the next shape, its volume equal 24 cubic centimeters. The last one, ya Ru'a?
2 times 1 equal 2 times 8. It will be 16 cubic centimeter.
Wonderful. 2 times 1 equal 2. Then 2 times 8 equal
16.
16. Okay?
Okay.
16 cubic centimeters.
Cubic centimeter.
Okay? Thank you. This is the end of the. Please do not leave. This is the end of the session. I'm going to take the absence